Good afternoon, guys. It is May 20th, 2022. In this video here, I'm going to answer a question that I got, and that is, how do I feel about commercial vacuum cleaners? Like Oreck, Hoover, Stebo, Royal, Sanitaire, Central Vacs, Protein vacuums. That is a very good question. For the most part, I absolutely think the best value you're going to get for your money is if you buy a commercial vacuum cleaner. And here's why. Now, the reason why is because you get a lot for your money in terms of quality, reliability, and performance. You get metal parts in some cases, which is honestly the best. Some quote-unquote commercial vacuums are not built on a commercial platform. They're just all plastic machines that were originally a household consumer design, but they just changed the coloring and stamped commercial on the front and put a 3-prong cord on it. And I would not go for those personally. Now, in your own home, it may not be bad, but on a commercial level, I don't really think those are the best option for you long term. But yes, I am not against commercial vacuums at all. I will say the ProTeam vacuums, particularly the ProTeam uprights, the XP series or whatever it is, those uprights, those are based off of the old style Electrolux Aris design, and that is a tried, true, and proven design. They're extremely robust, extremely reliable, extremely durable, and they last a very long time. I don't think you're going to have a problem with the ProTeam XP series based off of the Electrolux design. I think for the price that they ask, which is anywhere from $370 all the way up to, I think, about $500 or so, I think that is absolutely outstanding. And if I had to choose a good basic run-of-the-mill, no frills, simple vacuum with tools on board, kind of medium grade machine, I would buy one of those in a heartbeat. And the Sanitaires, it depends. Sanitaire is more or less just a name now. It's not necessarily like anything too significant, but I will say the old style Director Sanitaire vacuums are outstanding. Those are basically, I've heard one of my subscribers tell me this, and I agree with him 100%. Those are basically like the Ford Crown Victorias of vacuum cleaners. Very simple, very classic, very, very easy to repair, very reliable, very robust. They last a very long time. Parts are plentiful, parts are cheap. I do not think you can go wrong with a Sanitaire classic upright SC888, SC886, SC899, and the S600 series as well. However, I will say, this is the one thing with direct air machines, and, I think if you have wall-to-wall carpeting, our direct air vacuums are arguably the best vacuum cleaner to get if you have primarily wall-to-wall carpeting, and that is primarily all you do. It just is going to clean so much better, and it's going to do a fantastic job and last a very long time. Here's the one downside, though. If you or a member of your household is known for picking up coins, screws, large rocks, or hard objects like that, it's probably not a good idea, because you could shatter the fan and you're just asking for trouble. And the fans aren't hard to replace, they're not expensive to replace, but it's just an inconvenience, and that just shuts down your machine and you can't use it until you fix it. So, but if you don't have that problem, if you don't pick up really large, hard objects, you should be fine. Oreck vacuums. They're decent, I will say. Now, I don't think they clean nearly as well as the direct air Sanitaires. They have a softer roller brush, and they tend to not vibrate the carpet and shake the dirt out quite as vigorously as a Sanitaire or even a Kirby. But, they're good. I mean, if you have, just a few area rugs or really low pile carpet, like Berber carpet or something, I don't think you're going to have a problem with it. I think it's going to be wonderful. Orex are built to last. They are extremely simple, extremely reliable. Parts are cheap, parts are plentiful, parts are everywhere for them, both aftermarket and OEM parts and supplies. And honestly, the aftermarket stuff, I think, is very comparable to the OEM stuff. If you do pay a lot of money, or if you have a super expensive machine, like for example a Kirby, I do recommend using genuine bags and belts and parts. For me, I can't justify using aftermarket generic stuff in my Kirby. Yes, I've bought both of my Kirbys used. I paid like $100 or less for each of them. So, but they're so expensive, and they're the Cadillac / Lincoln / whatever else high-end vacuum cleaners. So my opinion is just stick with the genuine. If you buy an Oreck brand new, I would recommend sticking with Genuine to maintain your warranty. If you buy anything brand new and you pay a lot of money for it, I would recommend sticking with Genuine parts. Because unfortunately they can void your warranty if you aren't using genuine parts. So that's just something to be aware of. But yes, commercial vacuum cleaners are an outstanding choice. Now, I think the other question in there was Royal. Royal is absolutely outstanding. Unfortunately, Royal has kind of gone down the toilet. TTI bought him out and kind of just ran them into the ground. So the all-metal Royals, you can only get those used or secondhand. Those all-metal Royals are very much like a Kirby, and in some ways are even better than a Kirby. You have virtually no plastic whatsoever aside from the rubber grip on the handle and the cord, pretty much. That's and the wheels. I mean, they're basically completely indestructible, even under heavy use. So if you find when used, they're well worth picking up. They are wonderful. The other question I got was the Hoover commercials. Again, that depends on the setup. Again, the Hoover is just a name. They make so many different machines. They're basically the same thing. And, some of them are decent, but, as a commercial machine, some of them are just pieces of crap as a commercial machine. I'm just gonna say it. Like the Hoover TaskVacs, especially the bagless ones, those are just absolute crap. I would never use those heavy in a commercial environment. If it is bagless, for sure. I just think that in a commercial environment, it is more efficient to go bagged. And everything like that. And so, but I think commercial vacuums are outstanding. Honestly, if you have the money to go up to commercial levels where you're spending at least $300 or more, I would go up to the commercial level. Don't even waste your time looking into household vacuums or anything like that, because honestly, you could easily spend just about $100 more or so and get absolute quality. And not to mention, you can get outstanding quality that's way above Shark and Dyson for the same price when you look in commercial lineups. And it is going to last you for at least 10 years, most likely more than that, but I would have to say, unless you're absolutely violent and super rough on your vacuums and just abuse them to no end, you really shouldn't get any less than 10 years out of a good solid machine like that, but most likely you'll probably get 15 to 20 years or more. So I think they're wonderful. Now the SIBO, that was the other one I was asked about. Those are absolutely outstanding. Those are built to last for an extremely long time. They're very simple, they're very reliable, they're not too complicated, they're just a simple, basic, no frills machine. I mean, yes, they have a few little electronics in them, but based on the research that I've done over the last, 5 to 10 years on them, I have not seen even the slightest issue with 99% of the SIBO owners. I mean, they have them for like 10, 15, 20, 30 years. And they are built on a commercial platform. They are built to last. They are extremely reliable, and I don't think they're going to give you any problems. So, I hope that answered your question. Yes, vacuum cleaners get a lot of use and abuse, and I think it is important to consider high quality machines because, you may have a big box store machine for a long time for whatever reason if you take really good care of it, but they're not built quite as well, and for somebody who really uses their machines heavy and on a daily basis, it really doesn't make any sense to me to look into the consumer market because you're just throwing your money away. I mean, your money is going to go way, way, way farther, and you're going to get your money back time and time again if you look into commercial grade vacuums. And a vacuum cleaner doesn't have to look pretty. It just has to be functional, it has to do the job, and it has to do the job right. And commercial vacuums aren't always the most sexy looking vacuum on the planet. But who cares? It's going to run and it's going to last you a long time. Now, you want to make sure that you maintain them and keep them going. That's the other thing with commercial vacuums is parts and repairs tend to be a lot easier, especially if you get a good one. That's what I recommend with any vacuum cleaner or any appliance, to be honest. Make sure that you can get parts for it and how much are the parts going to cost you. Just looking long term because, so many people just say, oh, well, it looks like it's going to work. And they don't think about, 5-10 years down the road, when, things start wearing out and breaking and stuff. And I just, as an investment, you want to make sure that you can actually get parts and things to keep your machines running for as long as possible. I'm not talking just a few years. I'm talking like 20, 30 years. Vacuum cleaners need to be a long-term investment. They are a major appliance in your house, just like your washing machine and your dryer and your refrigerator. I mean, they just are. They're they're not just some little, you know, juice or whatever in your kitchen. They play an absolutely vital role in keeping your home clean and healthy. Um, so, but yes, I do appreciate your question and your comment. Thank you so much for asking that. I hope this answered your question. If you have any more questions, or if anybody else has any questions, please don't hesitate to ask me. And I will try to be back with more videos for you, sharing as much information as I can to the best of my knowledge. And yes, so have a great day, everybody. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.